Hello traders, it's Friday, July 7th, and I'm using Daytradetowin software, specifically the Trade Scalper. These are the orders and the signals based on price action. Usually on Fridays we like to be done a little bit earlier, but there's still a lot of action left here in the day on this Friday afternoon. Now before we begin, remember that trading is risky. Please don't trade with funds you cannot afford to lose. There are risks involved with trading. If you like these videos, you want to learn more about trading in general, subscribe, get notified. We have videos come out every other day, every day, on a regular basis. We want to show you what the markets are doing. Now, you can see that there's three specific entries to go short within the last half hour. So that's a good thing. So the market's starting to continue to go lower and lower. Now we have this most recent signal, 44.6450. So the Trade Scalper program is based on price action. We teach you the method, which I think is important. It's not black box. We want you to know why we're going short for whatever the reason happens to be. This is the signal, and you'll learn why this is giving you a signal to go short. The first thing I want to do is make sure that there's enough volatility. So there is enough volatility. The market's above a point, point and a half, point and a quarter. So 4 ticks, 5 ticks, this is my goal. The second thing I want to do is I want to make sure there's not any news events. And the third thing I want to do is I want to make sure that I'm not in this trade for an hour. So if this just drags on, it's time to get out. So these are certain rules that we teach our traders when managing a trade. It's different for every method. It's not all the same, but usually we always have a time-based stop. We always have some type of catastrophic stop, which you see there, and we always have a specific entry and a reason to enter into the market. It's not just because it looks good or there's a moving average crossover, so we don't use any of those things. It's very specific based on price action. Now, for those of you who have the Trade Scalper, you may be trading one contract or two contracts or even micro contracts, which is fine. The one thing, though, that I do look for is if there's anything conflicting. So if you have another piece of software, maybe the Atlas line or the roadmap or any other method maybe that you're using that is indicating that you should not be entering short, use that as a function.
Target filled.
So I always make sure that there's really nothing conflicting at the time of taking a trade, almost to ensure that I'm not going against anything I shouldn't. Okay, so we want to make sure that there's everything on the short side and nothing conflicting, one long, one short, or it's confusing. The Trade Scalper is just one method of a few that we offer, all based on price action. So if you're interested in scalping all different markets, NASDAQ, crude oil, the Dow, E-mini, micro contracts, the Trade Scalper is a good fit. We do offer it with mentorship as a lifetime license. So if you're interested in all of our software as a package, it's discounted. You should check out the accelerated mentorship because that way you have lifetime licenses and you have all our software in one package. The one thing that I do want to identify for the next trade is whether or not the market is slowing down or if it's speeding up. That ATR, the average true range, that yellow line there at the bottom, is what I'm using to determine whether or not I should even be trading. So on a Friday afternoon, the market's now about 4 ticks, which 1 point is the equivalent of 4 ticks on the E-mini S&P. This is my expectation. If I get into the next trade, I can't expect 5 points or 20 ticks. I can only expect about a point now, about a point and a quarter, right? Because it went up to 1.34. So it's now I'm looking for about 1 point to 1.25 points on the next trade as far as a target. But if it does drop down below a point to 3 ticks, I have to consider whether or not it's even worth trading on a Friday afternoon. Remember, a position is not just being long or being short. You can also wait and be out of the market. Okay, the next signal here, if you heard that doorbell sound, it's a alert. 44.61 is what the software and the Trade Scalper is telling me to go short. So this is the very next signal to go short. So I want to go short here at 44.61. You can use micro contracts. You can trade one contract, 5 contracts, as long as it fits your tolerance in the type of trading that you're doing. And I recommend everyone start off with just one contract and then work your way up. Okay, so we have a stop. We have a target. Remember, the target is based on the ATR because that way it's in line with the current conditions. So I can really expect this market to move about a point. I have a target of 1.25 points, and I want to see this move in my favor within a few minutes. I don't want to hold on to this. 5-10 minutes I think is more than enough time to see this follow through, but after that, cut the trade loose. So we use a time-based stop in most of the trading methods that we use in order not to hold on to a losing position or positions that's not really going anywhere or doing anything. All right, so here we are a few minutes later, maybe 5 or 10 minutes later, and the trade is going in our favor, and it looks like it's tagging the price, the target that we want, but it has to go through it since I'm using a limit order. But I do want to explain to you and discuss a little bit on trade management, because trade management is really important. The one thing you're going to notice is that the target attempted to be made multiple times. So in the training, we focus on a bit of trade management. If you see the target trying to get filled and just missing your target by a tick or two multiple times, I think it's time to get out of the trade. So that's one thing I noticed here. I held on to it because I wanted to see it go through the target, but you can see that it tried once, twice, 3 times here, just in front of the target. So there's some support there that is holding it up. So just something to consider as a trader when it comes to managing a trade. If you see that, be cautious. It's always better to get out of the position at a smaller target or a break even if it tries and fails multiple times. I'll cover this in another video in more detail for those of you who want a little bit more advanced training. My name is John Paul. If you haven't already subscribed to the Daytradetowin website, we are offering free member accounts where you can download some free software and get some free videos only exclusively to the members at Daytradetowin. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us.